Good morning, Sir D. Good, beautiful morning. Everywhere but Jamaica. Good morning. Good morning, Nerdy. Boy, I've been hearing about Jamaica for what is like 3 weeks now. That is an awfully slow-moving hurricane. Good morning, Billy D. That's a pretty slow-moving hurricane. It's going to be a disaster for that poor island. I've been hearing about that thing for 3 weeks now. Come on, man. Get it over with. Good morning, Mars and Corey D. Good morning, Mello. We're just talking about you guys down there. Hang in there. It's going to be a rough ride. Good morning, Exception. Goaty, good morning, Goatster. You got a feel for the people of Jamaica. Worst storm in its history? 3 or 4 today. I was watching the news this morning. It said tomorrow morning. But you're closer to the info. Good morning, Corey. And Shroom Digger. That's a neat name. Sounds like you forage. That sounds like a foraging kind of guy. Never been to Jamaica, but it would be a neat place to go. I love the Jamaican accent. I love me a Jamaican accent. And Bob Marley, top 5 of my favorite musicians of all time. 8 o'clock tonight, Mellow. Is it already getting windy there? Are you already experiencing some windy? There's no if, Mellow. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be there. You're gonna get through this one. You and your dogs. Just breezy, huh? But it's not blowing hard. That's probably true, huh, Derek Anderson, until they blow away. Good morning, summer. It's always summer when you're here. Good morning, Sparky. Good morning, Carney. Good morning, Kitty Cat Zilla. Sue Little. Good morning, Jolie. Just posted a live webcam from Kingston on YouTube. I'll have to check that out afterwards. Yeah, I've been watching it. 160 mile per hour winds. Jeez. Atomic Habits. I have not, Corey D. I'll have to look into that. Atomic Habits. Okay. That's something we're going to look into. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Haggy Hags. Coming down there around Thanksgiving, Hags. Coming down there around Thanksgiving. You're right near Kingston. That's where it's coming in first. It's coming through Kingston on its way up through the island. Derek Anderson, there's Trenty, the Trenty Trenterson. Terps and other things. I see terps and other things. I know, Hags, me too. Me too. Gonna definitely stop and visit you. I'll give you as much notice as I can once I figure out what I'm up to. I think I'm going down the week before Thanksgiving and then hanging out till the week after Thanksgiving. So I plan on being down in the Annapolis area for a couple weeks. Okay, looking good. Yup, Mello, we're hearing you, bro. We're hearing you. Mello's sitting right in the middle of it, you guys. It's gonna blow right through Kingston, right going straight up the island. For sure, Hagee. Faux show. Faux show. Good morning. I'm going to get started fast today. There's 28 people here, 21 likes. Right, Mo? We're praying for them down there. Wish there was more we could do than just pray for them, but I feel I definitely, we sent, as a group here, we sent $120 to the Red Cross this month, which was pretty good. And then I get a kind of a regular thing going to them. That's my international aid group. That's what I trust. They spend more of their money gets out in the field than it takes to run the organization, which is rare. Some of those organizations spend 80% on their staff and their chief operating officers, and about 20% might make it to the field. Kind of a scam, shimmy sham. Those skinnies are out there like that. It's really a shame. So we want. Good morning to Anthony Hunt. Good morning. I'm going to get started here. Let's get us started. Good morning. Certainly glad to be here instead of Jamaica. Appreciate you too, Mello. Mello, did a lot of people fly out? I have a feeling I would have got on a plane and got out of there. Well, but you got the dogs, that's right. I would have probably tried to bail, and I'll come back and see what the property looks like when I get back. Yeah. Pretty far removed from Norway. Yeah, I think I would have been on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Yeah, I know, Noel. Corey, it's just, we'll hit the very, 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 very tip of Florida, down in the Keys. What area are you in, Corey, in Florida? I spent a few weeks in Tampa Bay one year when I was doing some on-the-road construction. We were remodeling Red Lobster restaurants and Olive Gardens. You're in Orlando, okay. I loved Tampa Bay. I gotta tell you, I loved it. The company got us rented a house for us right on the bay, less than a block away. We'd go down there and had jet skis, rented jet skis, and we were able to zip around and zoom around right in the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. Calm water when we were there. It was almost like a lake. It was like, where's the surf? No real surf there at that time. Florida. Hardest place in the world to find temporary help in the construction business. Yeah, it's really calm there, Corey. I would go down, I would be in front of the construction gang, and my job was to go into town and pull permits for the company to do the work. I ended up with permits in about 8 different states at one time. Pops was the guy that was in charge of going into town and taking their general contractors tests and getting licensed and pulling permits. And then I would hire subcontractors for the projects and then oversee it. It was fascinating work. But I had got to be honest, the hardest place to get good construction help was Florida. Ohio, on the other hand, Ohio's some great work. Easy, a lot of people wanting to work. You could have pulled the electric, is that right, Corey? Yeah, that was in, I guess that was, geez, it's been 25 years now. It's been a good 25 years since I did that. But it was, I love being on the road working. And I was just smart enough to pass all of the general contracting tests. And can you imagine, this old guy I probably had 8 different states general contractor licenses at one time, all in my name, so the company could do the work. It was, yeah, it made me valuable. Anyways, mosquito bites. Let's do a couple of rando hackos this morning. You guys ready? I have a delivery getting ready to come to me this morning. It should be here by about 9:30. So I'm going to have to leave the screen for a 3-minute grab the delivery. That'll just be when it happens here this morning. Has Herbie Von Werby come up here yet this morning? You know, we're going to see Herbie this week at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. We're just going to turn the program over to Herbs and let him do whatever he feels like doing. He's a veteran, so he's going to do okay. Okay, there's Herbs. Herbie, we're looking forward to seeing you. Yeah, Mello, send us videos when you can. Give us updates. We'll have personal updates. Send them to the IG chat page if you can. Okay? So we're getting Herbie Von Werby broken Furby kebab. You guys will understand why he's a broken Furby. Furby, isn't that animal, that stuffed animal that could talk and wouldn't stop? A little bit of Herbie there. Okay? Oh, Herbs, I love you, man. You are genuine, that is for sure. You are the OG article. Okay? Jesus Christ, how did I know you would talk about the Furby and relate it to an ex? I just knew it. Go to HR. Go straight to, oh, never mind. You're in charge of HR. Wait, so the Furby didn't actually talk, it just made noises? Is that true? I actually never got near a real Furb. Unless it's Jesus Christ's ex. Okay, Pops. Mosquito bites. Rando hackle. Let's turn the music down, Pops. Yeah, the reflection pool. You belong. You should be dunked in the reflection pool. Okay? Baptized. Jesus Christ, I'm going to baptize you in the reflection pool. St. Pops the Baptist. Okay? Okay, summer wheat. Apply a hot spoon onto the spot. The heat will destroy the reaction and the itching will stop almost instantly. Okay? If someone presses all the buttons on an elevator, you can avoid stopping on each floor by pressing each button again twice. Summer, give that a try and tell us how it worked out as a life hack. Candles will burn longer and drip less if they are placed in the freezer for a few hours before using. That's helpful, especially in the middle of a hurricane. Have a splinter? Pour a small amount. Ooh, this is weird. It's making sense though. If you have a splinter, God, why do splinters hurt more than a whole gash? I'm not kidding you. Teeny little splinter. Have a splinter, pour a small amount of white glue on the area, let it dry, and peel it off. The splinter should come right out. Good old Elmer. Elmer's glue's gonna help you out. Duct tape nerdies tried. That kind of makes sense too. Duct tape's good for so many things. Hey, real quick, I was seeing on CNN this morning that they've apprehended 2 of the people that they think were involved in ripping off the crown jewels over in Paris at the Louvre. 2. Happened about a week ago, the original thievery, right? They said that the way they found them was through DNA. DNA. Now, I gotta ask you a question. What kind of a thief that was pulling off that big of a job would leave DNA? What were you thinking? Talk to me about what kind of a short-sighted thievery was going on there if they could track you down through your DNA. I heard that there were about 150 different profiles. Corey says they cut themselves on the glass. I don't know, man. I'd be wearing a hazmat suit or something. Right? They had to know that the world was going to go looking for them. I don't get it. If I was going to do that, I'd have to figure out a way to be DNA-less. Like, I'm not leaving trace DNA somewhere. It's not going to happen. And if I did, I would have some kind of a rock-solid alibi. I'd have to have already pre-set it before I climbed the ladder and went through the window. I'd have a rock-solid alibi. I gotta tell you that. Good morning, Lynette. I'm not pulling off a $100 million robbery that the whole world is gonna be looking for me. Aaron, they've caught 2. They think there's still 2 on the loose. Okay? And what they kind of think, because the guys that they caught don't seem to be the sharpest knives in the drawer. It was some master criminal, Lex Luthor, that set the thing up and hired these guys to do the robbery. That's the guy you want to be. Okay? Say you buy something that could be embarrassing. Let's pretend you bought something that, depending on what it is, it could be embarrassing. All you have to do is buy an inexpensive birthday card with it. Clearly you're not keeping that thing for yourself, sir. No, I'm giving this away. That's a pretty good one. That's a way to cover your butt, right? Got a headache that just won't go away? Take a lime, cut it in half, and rub it on your forehead. The throbbing should go away. I have never heard that one before. I have suffered from headaches. I need to get a lime, and I gotta have a lime on standby. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lime and have it on standby. That, if I could just rub-a-dub-dub a lime. Huh. Has anybody ever done that before? Feedback. Cyber, Jolie, I think that sounds like BS too. Okay? If you want to get rid of bad breath, brushing your teeth is important, but what's more important is brushing your tongue. Heard that one. Okay? You can heal paper cuts and immediately stop the pain by rubbing chapstick on the wounded area. So Sparky says it's true. A lime will help you with your headache. Herbie thinks it's just because the juice gets in your eye and you forget about the headache. Could be. Hey, delivery's here. I'll be right back. Okay. Getting nauseous from reading in the car? Tilt your head side to side and it'll go away. I didn't know that. Ever since I was this tall, 6 brothers and I have 6 kids. There were 6 kids station wagon growing up. And somehow or another, my parents sardined us into the... Usually my sister, baby sister, would sit in the middle between my mom and dad on the bench seat. And then 3 of us would sit in the next seat. And then there's that whole trunk area inside the station wagon. And Pops would be the guy back there. And I always had a book. Always. I was well known for it. And I read, and everybody in my family, you can't read and go, and while we drive, you're going to get a headache. Never. I can read anytime, anywhere without getting a headache. Or nauseous. Here's one for you handy homemakers. Guys that wear tool belts. Use a clothespin. Put your nail in a clothespin before hammering. And you'll never hit your thumb again. Not a bad idea in certain situations. That's not a bad idea. Use the old paper. Use the old hoop. Our house used to have those everywhere. Okay? Our house. What was that about the vagus nerve? Okay. Clothespin. I tell you, we could find clothespins around our house anytime, any minute of the day. There was in the junk drawer, or there'd be a bag of them. We even had a clothesline. I haven't seen a clothespin in years. If you did a scavenger hunt right now, I bet you one of the hardest things on the list would be a clothespin. Remember scavenger hunts? Who did scavenger hunts? We used to do them all the time just for fun. We would. We'd make out a crazy list. One dead fly. Already chewed gum. A roll of... Oh, no, that's... Oh, I know. I remember what we did. I remember now. If we were out of toilet paper at our house, 6 kids, 2 parents, we'd go through toilet paper like pretty quickly. We would. So my mom came up with one time. She goes, I know, you guys should, let's have a scavenger hunt, kids. Already chewed gum, dead fly, paper clip, 2 rolls of unused toilet paper, and a banana. It's a true story. I gotta remind my sisters. We used to go shopping for toilet paper at our friends' houses, at the neighbors' houses, using a bogus scavenger hunt. Everything else on the list is completely unusable. But we always, I totally remember that. Come on, somebody laugh with me. I'm embarrassed right now. It's a true story. My mom would send us out and an egg. Oh gosh, Mom. If my dad ever knew we were doing that, he would have killed us. Well, my mom's kids were out of toilet paper. You do a scavenger hunt. That was another one we did. Yeah, a cup of sugar. Those you can legit borrow. No. Okay, cup of sugar you can legit borrow. Well, we did too. My mom would send us on borrows. I had a sister who, the one that I'm going to go visit in Thanksgiving. Whenever the kids, the rest of us, we'd want to get a candy bar or something like that from the store. My parents were away. Parents would leave you. Like, there were 6 of us. Just because my brother was 12, it was okay to leave the rest of the tribe. Right? And they'd go out and do something. And we were latchkey kids. Okay? So, you couldn't do that today to save your life. Leave 6 little rugrats. A bunch of terrible little kids. My parents would be away. And we're like, we'd really like to get a candy bar. Milky Way. 1,000 grand bar. Okay? So you know what we would do? It would be September. Okay, September in the middle of the afternoon. And we tell my sister Renee, hey Renee, go do some Christmas carols. One little girl all by herself, little 8-year-old, standing at your door at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, singing Silent Night. People would open the door, they'd feel so sorry for her. They'd give her a buck or 2. Oh, we used to scam the neighbors. When Christmas carols, it didn't matter what month of the year, it didn't matter. But it was pretty regular too. It's like, oh, there's that little curb rat kid. I guess they need some money. Oh no, Lynette, I had a smoothie for breakfast. Yeah, I can't believe that. And it would only be Renee. It would just be the one, because the rest of us were too shy. Okay? She'd like, okay, I better go do it, because peer pressure, we'd put sibling pressure on her. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta remind my sisters of our Christmas Carol ripoffs and our bogus scavenger hunts. Okay, have a great day, nerdy. Oh, if you have sensitive ears, put Vaseline on your earrings before putting them in. This should prevent irritation. Good morning, Kim. Okay. Drinking a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar will relieve allergy and asthma symptoms. Interesting. Standard blackboard chalk will remove grease stains. Simply rub the stain with chalk and toss it in the wash like normal. That's a good one. I've lost a few nice shirts or something. No, darn it, I got a grease stain. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, how about this one? Oh. Sharon says use baby powder too. How about this one? When your dog gets out, good morning, Greenie. When your dog gets out, don't chase it. Lie down and pretend that you're hurt. Your dog will always come back to see if you're okay. Oh, Daddy, are you all right? I'm stopped. I'm not going to run away. I'm going to come and lick your face. Speaking of dog owners, June Lockhart, this is one of those, she wasn't dead already? June Lockhart just passed away last week. The mother of Lassie. The mother on Lassie, not of Lassie. And she was also the mother in Space. Remember Lost in Space? June Lockhart, 100 years old. 100 years old. Vegas, the dog's gonna come back and use you, huh? Interesting. Pops has to try this one. Do you have a runny or stuffy nose? Push your tongue against the top of your mouth and push a finger between your eyebrows. Hold it for 20 seconds and your nose should clear. I gotta try that one. Okay. Let's, we'll do some more rando hackos this week. Okay? We'll do some more rando hackos this week, as well as tell on my childhood. I'll tell you guys a couple more. I'll rat out my childhood a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I had a orange and strawberry smoothie this morning. Oh, lately I've been craving smoothies. I gotta be honest, 2 nights ago I made my own Slurpee. Just a Coca-Cola Slurpee. I was like, I don't want to go to 7-Eleven, but I'm looking, I want a Slurpee. So what you do is you take your Coca-Cola and you make Coca-Cola ice cubes. Just pour your Coca-Cola in an ice tray, let it freeze till they're frozen, and then take the same amount of frozen ice cubes and regular ice cubes and a little bit of the liquid Coca-Cola and put it in your blender and blend it up, and it was as good as any Slurpee I've ever had. Simple, quick, easy. You know what I'm gonna do this week? I bought real cheap flavored popsicles. You know, the really cheap one, 12 in a bag for $3 or something. I'm gonna take the flavored ice off of the stick and I'm gonna put that in the blender and just hit blend, and we'll see what happens. Just a mix of them, a grape and a strawberry and a whatever, orange. So I'm not gonna put any dairy products in it or anything like that. It'll just be popsicle sticks. So I'm just gonna take I picked them up recently so I can try it. We'll see. We'll see if I get what kind of a smoothie I get out of that. Oh, it'll certainly be sugary. I've tried the sugar-free popsicles. Didn't like them. Didn't like it. I'll be saving the sticks for the jokes. Okay? I was going to do this article, but I'll do it tomorrow. It's more or less talking about if you're going to be doing a macro dose, should you or shouldn't you have a facilitator? Pros, cons, advice, etc. But I've already been gabbing too long and I'll run out of time. So I'll hit it tomorrow. Let me go back and do just a couple more rando factos. And then we're going to talk about empathy. We'll talk about empathy this morning. Do you have gum stuck to your clothes? Boil vinegar and pour it over the gum. Use a brush to wipe off. The gum will come off instantly. Now this one's a personal, the rest of you can not pay attention to this one, but this is a personal hack to Jesus Christ in Australia. Lynette, that was a good one, wasn't it? Boiled vinegar. Pour it on the gum and brush it off. Brush makes sense too, like bristly brushy. Okay, Jesus Christ in Australia, are you ready for your personal hack? No one else has to pay attention to this one. And as a matter of fact, if children are in the room, ask them to leave. You're very close, Jesus. You're very close to the subject matter right there. Okay? You guys ready? Is Jesus ready? If you have painful gas, lie on your back and lift your knees to your chest. You'll fart it right out. Jesus probably already knew that. Jesus knows. Sir, what are you doing on the ground? Okay. Sir, what are you doing on the ground there? Accordion. And if your friend has a match, oh, Paige, I didn't know that. And if your friend has a match, you know what he's going to do. We did that when we were kids. I'm not kidding, it works. It's like, poof. Oh, I've done it, Derek. I've done it. But that was before you had hair on your butt. Okay? Okay. Jesus uses abuse. Oh, why are farts funny? I don't understand. If you ever really want to laugh, just think there's always a fart joke can make you laugh. If two people are on an elevator, okay, if two people are on an elevator and one of them farts, everyone knows who did it. Okay? Yeah. I remember the Bill Cosby's dad. Bill Cosby, he'd always have jokes about his dad. His dad would... Oh, never mind. I'm moving on. I'm better than this. I promise. Hungry and want a ride home? Go to the local pizza shop and order a pizza to your house and get a ride home with the driver. Can you deliver the pizza, please? Wait, but you're in here ordering. Yeah, but I'd like it delivered. I'd like it delivered to such and such an address. Can I ride along? I'm gonna try it. Notorious, you had that happen? That's hilarious. Go there and order a pizza. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I don't know what pumpkin, Lynette. Okay. That was funny this morning. Out of control. Pops, calm down. Okay. Give me 5 people that like rando hackos. I love reading rando hackos. I love it. Some of them crack you up, man. And some really work. I like rando hackos. We're going to do more rando hackos this week. Tomorrow's going to be Terrible Joke Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to be having... Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh. There we go. Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be having Herbie Von Werby Kebab join us here and take over the show. And he'll do whatever he wants. And I might not even have to be on the screen. I might just go sit away and write comments myself. Okay? And Herbie, if you do it, and you have 2 devices, you could actually read your own comments. He's going to be giving a tech talk, he says. Okay, he's got a plan. Sounds great. I'm looking forward to Wednesdays. Give me 5 people that like our co-hosting on Wednesdays. I think it's a great idea. We have a co-host on Wednesdays. Okay, hold on. Different music. I like the co-host on Wednesdays. Okay? Greenie, I'd love to see you in here. Handsome old Greenie. He'd have a lot of good stuff to tell us. Okay? Vague's like, as long as it's not me. Empathy. Let's talk about empathy for today. Okay? Before I do, give me a number. It's going to be in my head. I don't have my machine here. I'd like to give away a package of the THCA lobster butter, THCA, from Derek Anderson. And then I'll add in an 1/8 of PE, ODPE, Old Dirty Penis Envy, supplemental supplements. Okay? Give me a number between 1 and 50. I have the number in my head. Go. Give me a number between 1 and 50. Somebody needs a package, they're going to win it. Okay? I'm waiting to see the number on my screen. I'm waiting here. Give me the number that Pops has in his head. You can put up to 3 numbers on the... Mr. Marmars. Mr. Marmars, killing the game. 18 was the number. Mr. Marmars. I haven't said Mr. Marmars something in a while. By the way, Mr. Marmars is the name of his dog. And I think that's cute. That's a cute dog name. Mr. Marmars, congratulations. We're going to send you a pack. But you have to send me your address, okay? Send your address to the Detroit Mush Lab, all one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com. Okay? Let's do it again. I'm putting a number in my head. Go. I'm going to do another one. Go. Let's give away 2 packs today. It'll be THC and an eighth of Popalop, ODPE. The number's in my head right now. Go. Classic Blaster. Classic. 16 was the number. Ooh, kitty cat, you were right behind her on my screen. Classic. Classic and her kitties. Classic, send me your address. And I will be sending it off to you as soon as I get your address. So 2 packages will go out today. We'll do more this week. Okay, you guys? Keep coming back for a chance to win. Okay? If I have a really nice harvest this week, we plan on a harvest later this week. If I have a really nice one, maybe I'll give away a big package on Friday. What do we used to call that? Big Box Friday? Yeah? Okay. So we got 2 winners today. Well, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. Let's talk about empathy. Empathy is a tool of compassion. We can respond empathetically only if we are willing to be present to someone else's pain. If we're not willing to do that, it's not really empathy. I'm reading out of Brené Brown, Atlas of the Heart. Phenomenal book. Empathy is the most powerful tool of compassion. It's an emotional skill. I love that word, skill. That means you can get better at it. If you practice skill, you can get better at it. That's the exciting thing about this. Do you want to be more empathetic? I sure do. Even though I feel like I'm pretty empathetic, I know I have room to be more empathetic. Give me 5 people that feel like, even if I'm already empathetic, I could be more empathetic. Give me 5 people that are willing to admit that. I'm not saying I'm not empathetic, but I could be more empathetic. I'd be willing to. If I practice, I could be more empathetic. Right, Vegas? But just saying you're willing to be more empathetic is, to me, a beautiful thing. So we'll practice. We'll practice that. It's an emotional skill that allows us to understand what someone else is experiencing and reflect it back in an understanding way. It's not enough just to, yeah, I get it. But you want to be able to reflect it back in an understanding way. Empathy has huge upside. Researchers Peter Paul Zurich and Herbert Scheithauer explain that empathy helps interpersonal decision making. It facilitates, wait for this, it facilitates ethical decision making and moral judgments. You're more ethical and you're more moral in your judgments as you practice empathy. Who doesn't want that? It enhances short-term subjective well-being. You feel better about yourself when you can empathize with another human being. It pulls you out of yourself. It strengthens relational bonds. That's kind of a duh, but it's good to say out loud. It allows people to better understand how others see them. And it enhances pro-social and altruistic behavior. Those are all things I want to be known for. All of those. Most researchers agree that there are at least two elements to empathy: cognitive empathy and affective empathy. Cognitive empathy, sometimes called perspective, is the ability to recognize and understand another person's emotions. Affective empathy is one's emotional attunement with the other person's experience. And I really feel that, rather than I just understand. There's an understand empathy, and then there's I feel it too. Based on my work, I believe meaningful connection requires a combination of compassion and cognitive empathy or perspective taking. In simple terms, the empathy I'm talking about is understanding what somebody else is feeling, but not feeling it for them. That slips into enabling. That slips you into a comorbid state with a person. Understanding it, but not having to feel it with them. If someone's feeling lonely, empathy does not require me to be lonely too. It only requires me to reach back into my experiences of loneliness and understand what that person's going through and connect with them. Effective empathy, feeling something along with the person who is struggling, is a slippery slope. It's a slope towards becoming overwhelmed and not being able to offer meaningful support. I think I just said that. It's slippery. It slips us into more of an enabler position. There are several models and theories on empathy, but the one that aligns the most closely with our data is Teresa Weissman's research. She studied empathy across helping professions and developed 4 attributes. We added a 5th attribute from Kristen Neff, whose work on, wait for it, self-compassion is a life changer. Sometimes it's easier to feel compassion for someone else than feel it for ourselves. The healthier our mind is, and the more we're willing to experience wellness, the more we'll have self-compassion. Here are Teresa Weissman's attributes of empathy. Perspective taking. What is that experience like for you? Number 2, staying out of judgment. Just listen and don't put value on it. Just listen to people and don't judge them for what they're going through. Don't put value on it. Don't tell them they're right. Don't tell them they're wrong. Just listen. Maybe share an experience where you felt the same way. Recognizing emotion is number 3. How can I touch within myself something that helps me identify and connect with what another person is feeling? That's heavy. That's saint work. connecting in yourself, looking at yourself and going, you know what, I remember what that felt like. I had an experience that caused me to feel the same exact way. Let me share that with you. I don't judge you for what you're going through. I understand it. I don't have to dive in with you, but I can help lift you out just by listening and being kind to you. Often we run straight to judgment, usually super religious people. Oh, well, there's her. No wonder. They're a sinner. No, you know what, bro? We all miss the mark. We live in hell on earth. We all miss the mark. My poor friend, I know exactly what he's going through. I've been there. I want to help him experience wellness. So I'll tell him sometime I've been there at the same time, same way. It also removes shame from my experience that I'm sharing. Now that experience that could be shameful is uplifting. That's the best part of my negative life experiences. When I can go back and I can connect to them, bring them forward in an uplifting way and share them. Number 4, communicating our understanding about the emotion. Sometimes all we need to do is say, shit, I get that. I totally get it. Friend, brother, sister. You don't even need to go any further. You don't even have to go any further. That's it. I get it. I'm totally here. You become a healer. I think most people here on a daily basis that watch D and join in live, that watch later, we really aspire to be healers. The first way to be a healer is to open your ears. Listen without judgment. Sincerely without judgment. Man, I used to be able to be the best judge. I could pull scriptures out and slap you with them and tell you how come you're wrong, read this. I just want to hear people today. Tell them I get it. If I can also see a constructive way I can help, then I'm diving in. But usually the best way to help is just listen. And then 5th, and this comes from Kristen Neff, practice mindfulness. What does that mean? It means if I'm experiencing the emotion that the person that I'm empathizing with is, don't push that emotion away. Oh, I don't want to feel this. Feel it. Feel the emotion that you're feeling as you empathize with someone. Practice mindfulness. Why am I feeling the same emotion? Oh, because I've been through that. I remember when I hurt just like that. It's a tool of compassion. Empathy is. I love that word, tool. Because with tools I build. I'm a builder. That's one of the things I aspire to be as a pontiff. I'm a bridge builder. With empathy, I can build a bridge to you. I aspire to building. I've been a builder all my life. I have. Well, after 30. Up until then, I was a destroyer. Dealing in drugs. Destroying lives. But I chose to stop destroying and try to build. Sometimes I was building with the wrong tools. I was using a pickaxe when all I needed was a little ball-peen hammer. But I was trying to build. Today I know how to build better than I've ever built before because I practice it. Sometimes we've used the wrong tools. But we are trying to build. Build a connection, build a bridge. Build a better life for myself. When I'm empathetic, I'm actually building me. Give me 5 people that get that. You're a builder. You're not only building relationships and building moral and ethical judgments, ways of being, not judgments, but opinions of right and wrong. But you're a builder. What do you like in your home? Are you building relationships with your wife and your husband? Or are you tearing them down? Honey, I'm here for you, just the way you are. I want to build our relationship so it lives and it thrives and it's strong. And our children can look at it as models of their future relationships. I want to build a happy family. I want to build a family that can empathize with each other. Not scratch each other's eyes out. We have so many opportunities in our life to be builders. Starting in our home. Starting at work. We all have to go to work 40 hours a week. What are your relationships like there? You tearing down the guy next to you so you can get a promotion? One of my early bosses said, do you want that guy's position? Yeah, I really do. Well, then you get him promoted. And then the position's open for you. You build him up. You make your manager look good, even if he's not the guy you like. You don't tear him down because the people that are watching go, yeah, that's not my next manager. You want that position? Build the person up that has it. That sounds that's crazy. No. Then it gets more. Who do you want hired? If you were the owner of the company, who would you hire? I'm hiring the builder in my team. I'm promoting the builder, not the guy that's giving phony baloney mouth service. A true builder. And you know them when you see them. You know them when you see them. And their sincerity. I want my boss to look better. Not only is it good for him, but it's good for me. I'll get that promotion. I'll earn it. By being the best builder. Early on in my careers, I would tear people down. Rat them out. Did you see what so-and-so did? Oh, I can't believe it. You know how I would have done it like this. And people look at that and they go, that's a divisive person on our team. He's really good at what he does, but he's not going to get much further acting that way. And we don't even know it. Because we're immature. Because we don't have the emotional maturity to be empathetic and build. But we do now. Imagine the kind of family you can have if you spend your effort building. We need to dispel the myth that empathy is walking in someone else's shoes. That is not empathy. That's just a nice cliche. Rather than walking in your shoes, I need to learn how to listen to the story that you tell about what it's like in your shoes and believe you and care for you. I believe you're going through that, and I really care for you. That's way different than walking in your shoes. We don't leverage our emotions and call that sympathy. We don't manipulate or exploit. We don't use a word that can cause dangerous behavior or hurtfulness. We'll only use words that'll cause accountability, love, kindness, and impeccability. That's empathetic behavior. Tomorrow we'll talk about sympathy. If we have, we'll have time tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday, it'll be Herbie. Give me 10 people this morning. I'm jumping, man, I'm going long. Give me 10 people that want to be a better builder today. 10 people here. Pops, I want to be a better builder. I'm going to practice the skill. Not one of those tools that's in my tool bag. And I mean it. It's a skill. It's a skill. We practice it and we get better at it. And we know what's the right tool to use at the right time now. And build these relationships while we build ourselves. A lot of people said it, way more than 10. Bunch of bridge builders here. I'm so proud of you guys, and I mean that. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Talking like this, I love it. I love it. Because I'm saying this stuff to my own brain at the same time. My ear hears it before yours does. I want to be a builder. I want to build more relationships in my community, which I'm working on. I want to build more followers, not because my ego, but because I think people need positive messages today. I want to use these platforms for goodness and kindness and building. I want to use humor. I want to use knowledge. I want to use my experiences. I want to just share till I'm gone. Till I'm gone. I want to be building on my deathbed. That's a good way to die. Look at that man. He's dying with dignity. I want to build till my last breath. I know so many of you here do too. It's just my aspiration. And I want to leave a legacy of I built a lot more than I destroyed. I stopped destroying when I started building. 4 things, you guys. Be impeccable with your word and your actions. Don't take things personal. I had a great opportunity this weekend to really dive into something and take it personal. And I found myself going, boop, I'm not even getting close to the edge on this one because I already see where it is. I see where taking it personal is. I'm not getting close to the edge. I'm not taking that personal. And I sat back and I said, well done, my good and faithful servant. You did good, Pops. 95% of humanity would have taken that one personal. And I'm sitting there going, not me. And I feel amazing because I didn't have to go near the edge. I didn't even look over. I felt it coming. And I said, I'm not taking it personal. And guess what? Guess what I got back? Guess what I got back? From the person that was trying to kind of make me take it personal. Wow, I can't believe how mature you are. Don't take things personal. The more you practice it, the easier you'll see when you're getting ready to. Don't have expectations or make assumptions of any kind. It's never about you. And do your best. Pops did his best on that one. Just like HB's telling us. Pops did his best. And he sat back and he gave himself a big old pat on the back and he said, guess you're growing. You guys say that to yourselves too, I know it. Keep practicing. We'll see you guys here tomorrow. Scrolling you out here, Mike Barball and Mr. Marmars, Lynette. Good morning. I'm glad to see Lynette here. Kimberly, she's a builder. She really is. Kimberly builds young children's, young adults' minds. Joe D's, HB, Mr. Marmars, Cleany, good morning, Cleanster. Jesus Christ in Australia. Derek Anderson, another builder. Joe D's and Anthony Hunt. Thank you, Anthony. Mr. Marmars, Sammy P, building every day. Kim, Sparky the Sparky Sparkerton, Mark Z, and Dawn. Jesus Christ to Mr. Marmars, HB, Herbie, Mr. Marmars, Joe D, Marky Z, Vaggie. You have a wonderful day too, doll. Derek Anderson, Billy D, Mr. Marmars, Cleany, Cyber Jolie, Shroom Digger, I like that name. Trenty the Trenty Trenterson, Jesus Christ and Joe D's. Carney the Carnivorous Carniverton, Jesus and Lynette, Billy D, Glassic, Derek Anderson, Mr. Phillips, Sue Little, Cat Meowzilla, Billy D and Kim, Dawn and Mark, Mushmouth, good morning, Mushy. You too, my friend. Pidgey, Page, I love my Pidge. Mike Barball and Sparky and Higgs, practicing. Higgs and I practice. Greeny and Mike Barball, Mr. Marmars. Daniel Cunningham, Aaron, Wizzy the Wazzy Wazerton, I miss him. Exception, Notorious, Dawn, Kitty Cat, Herbie, gonna see him Wednesday. Derek Anderson, Don and Mark, Joe D's, Jesus Christ in Australia. T Crew Gang, like that name. Jimmy Max, Daniel and Dawn, Pops, Peace, Build. Build. We'll see you builders tomorrow.